How's it going, everybody? This is Jason McDonald from the Historical Society of Elida. Today I'm sitting here with Miss Dorothy Edwards, Elida class of 1952 graduate, and a teacher of Elida, well, phys ed teacher at Elida, along with every other sport imaginable, from 1956 to 1990.
Correct.
This should be a pretty interesting interview, that's for sure. I know you were telling me something about you originally got hired as a phys ed teacher that kind of put you in front of everything else too, right?
That was typical at that time, that you just did everything else.
I heard you said something about them paying you an extra $50 for that stuff too,
I did.
Right?
My original contract teaching, but then they added $50 because I was hired to do the G.A.A., the Girls Athletic Association, and also the cheerleading.
That was probably big money back then too, I'm sure.
It was. Well, gas was only 35 cents a gallon, so yes.
That's what, like $3 now, I think? Something around. Man, that's crazy. That's really crazy. So I understand you pulled some stuff together for me too?
I did. You know, I was interested in tracing when sports really started at Elida. I could trace back to about 1925 when basketball was played. That was the only sport that the girls had at that time. I had two sisters who played in the basketball program in 1939 and 40. That was still under, it started under the Girls Athletic Association and maintained pretty much everything interscholastic until the Title IX came, and Elida more or less started interscholastic sports in about 1976.
So back in 1925 when they had basketball, the old gym, that was built in 28, wasn't it?
Probably, yes.
So where would they...
I want to say that was not me in 1925.
Yeah. Do you know where they might have played at before that gym was built?
You know, that's interesting because the one group that 1925 into 1928 was one of the players was the mother of my sister-in-law. And the story that I heard that they went from one gym to another school, and I think it was the original school where the fire department is right now. I mean, I don't know about that.
That's
but
interesting.
That's just kind of what I guess.
So what was your favorite sport to coach? Did you have one?
You know, I liked volleyball and I liked softball both. I liked softball because you were outside, etc. But volleyball was nice also.
And that's probably why they honored you with a field named after you too.
Well, I'm not quite sure of that. I think they pulled a name out of a hat for that one.
While we're talking about the old school though, that's where the fire department sits now. I have a copy
Oh, okay.
of the 1928 reflector.
Oh, okay.
I believe that's the building right there.
This one right here?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. I'll have a picture of the showed below. And I know you told me a story about it last time I was here too.
We had open lunch at that time, and I can remember as a grade school student that we went down there and kind of messed around. I mean, it was old at that time.
Yeah, it wasn't being in use either, was it?
No. It was just something that kids could go through and have fun.
So, did you go in it then too?
I think it was mostly the boys that messed around in there, but I can remember the building.
That's interesting. Do you know whatever happened to it after that? I've heard something about it became the Grange Hall or something. So I
It
don't
could
know.
be
You don't know? Okay.
that I don't know.
That's interesting. While we're on the topic of the schools too, you got any stories about the bell tower?
Well, the only story I have about that is the year that the school got rid of a particular superintendent, and when the news broke out, several of the teachers climbed it and rang the bell. That was a great day.
Were you teaching then too when that happened?
I was.
Or were you?
I
So
was.
you heard the bell then?
I did not. I heard the bell. I did not know. I was not part of it.
No questions asked. That's really cool though. I've also heard where the museum's at now, back when that was Enslin's Market or whatever.
Yes.
I heard they used to have really good donuts or something there. I don't know. I've heard that from other people, but
It could be, but yes, it was. And it's interesting that in my sister's things that she kept, I ran across the name of Enslin. So that name apparently was there for a long time. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. So did you find anything else interesting in your research?
Well, the G.A.A. was there before I was there, as far as being teaching and so forth. But at that time, the only thing that they played would be basketball again. But gradually, over the years, all sports were added. In 64 and 65, track was added. Softball was added in 66 and 67. Swimming was added in 68 and 69, along with gymnastics. 69, 70 volleyball. And then golf and tennis was added in 70 and 71. And I think the last interscholastic sport that was added was probably bowling in the 20s. And we also had archery as an interscholastic sport, but that was all under G.A.A. And all the money that we needed to have the teams participate was raised by the G.A.A. At that time, there was hardly any support from the athletic department until about 72, when Title IX came into existence and so forth. And the teams didn't even have uniforms. What we had were t-shirts. And softball, they wore t-shirts and jeans for the games and so forth. So it has kind of morphed into a gradual adding of all the sports. And it's interesting that we had gymnastics, but that's been dropped. But during that period of time, we had two girls who went to the state tournament and participated in gymnastics. Wow. We also had a golf team, which is not in existence today for the girls, but they did play. They played other schools, and it's interesting to note the teams that we played were not the teams that you would be aware of today. There was Beaver Dam, Gomer, Herod, but now in Lafayette, but now they're all consolidated into the other schools and so forth. But we played the teams that had teams. There were a lot of schools that did not have sports for girls. Shawnee was one that did. Bath was one. We eventually played Salina, and that all morphed into, again, to the WBL, which is present today for the Elida students.
Now, back before the WBL came into existence,
Northwest District,
yeah,
Northwest Conference, yeah.
and
But we didn't, the girls didn't participate in that.
yeah,
It was the boys, football, etc.
But the girls had to raise all the money on their own for teams, too,
Correct.
didn't they? Yeah.
Correct. We did different projects. We sponsored dance. We always had the homecoming dance. We had we sold pencils. We sold mums, and even worked in the concession stand. Made pizza for the football games. So yeah, that's how we raised the money. Yeah.
Did you make some good pizza?
I think we did. They hired us year after year. So I think we did.
So did you find anything else interesting?
Well, you know, the state of Ohio regulated the number of games you could have. So it started out with maybe 8 or 10. We went up to 12. And then when Title IX came, it's what it is pretty much today in the 20s, the number of games that you can have. When I mentioned archery, we really did have interscholastic archery.
That's interesting.
We played Columbus Grove, again Shawnee, because they had the people that played also. But one of the most interesting stories that comes out of archery is the archery where we had it was on the east side of the present football field. And one day I was called into the principal's office, and he told me that the girls were shooting arrows across the football field into one of the private homes. He happened to be a lawyer. I could not figure that out because my girls cannot shoot that far. They're not that strong. So what is going on? Well, come to find out, the football team had ball boys. And we stored our equipment in the building that's near the football field. And come to find out, the boys enjoyed themselves. When the coach apparently didn't need anything for them to do, and they were shooting the bows and arrows across, and it landed in this gentleman's yard. To this day, I don't know who the boys were, but if any of them would like to come forward and tell me one day that they were the one that got me into trouble, I would really appreciate it.
What year would that have been? Do you remember?
It was in the 70s.
Okay.
In the 70s.
What season sport was archery? What season?
In the
was it?
fall.
Fall? Okay.
In the fall. And that's why in connection with the football, yes.
I can't believe other schools had teams. That's crazy. I'm sure it was a fun group. I'm sure it was a fun sport to coach, though.
Oh, you know, yeah, that was something that the girls enjoyed.
Yeah.
In fact, one year I think there were 53 girls participating in it, and that came out again through the G.A.A. And then, I also mentioned golf. The others you might be interested in was when we didn't have very many golf meets, but we did have several.
Yeah.
And we played at Tamarack.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's still there too.
And at one time they had a deck that was built out from the building.
Oh, did they?
And it was a deck that was up.
Yeah.
So there was space underneath the deck. I had one girl who, and to this day, she's still a golfer. She was not going to give up a bad shot, shall I say, because it landed underneath the porch, and she got underneath the porch and got it out onto the fairway. That same situation, we kind of had to recruit a lot of the players and so forth. But the one gal we recruited had never played. So on the first hole, I think I remember that she got shot probably 50-some shots before she got off the first hole. But you know, that was fun. And even during basketball, it's different than it is today. You know, after the games, we sat down with the other team and had snacks and visited with them.
Yeah.
It's not like it is today.
That's cool.
Those are the things I kind of remember.
Did you have any really standout and really good teams over the years?
Well, in 1970 and 71, we were allowed 12 games. And we played LCC, Shawnee, Bath, Bobby Spencerville, so forth. And that team was undefeated with that 12 games.
Oh, the Elida team?
United,
wow,
they
that's
were
crazy.
undefeated, 12-0. But the spectacular thing that I think, we had a girl that scored 54 points in one game. It was against LCC. The final score, Elida scored 103 points.
That's crazy.
But you know, it's kind of sad that that's not recognized, but it was still interscholastic. So
That's really, really cool. Did you ever have anybody reach 1,000 points under your coaching?
No.
No?
no. Just didn't have enough games to do that.
Yeah, I gotcha. Because I know now that's a big thing with all the
Exactly.
schools. Yeah.
Right. In volleyball, after the again the Title IX came into effect, the volleyball team won 2 WBLs,
Oh, wow.
and the softball won 5 WBLs. And so, you know, that progressed to what, in the late 1990s, when basketball became the state champions in 1997, and they were runner-up for 2 other years, down to the state. So
That was under Coach Mock.
that
wasn't
was
it?
under Coach Mock, yes.
That's cool. That's really cool. And that Elida's still known for that today, too.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I was wanting to ask, too. These are G.A.A. books, too,
Right.
aren't they? Are they, like, books that the secretary put together, or?
That's where I got all this information.
Okay, I gotcha.
You know, the years,
Yeah.
etc., and like for instance that 12-0 team and so forth.
Yeah.
That's recorded in here,
Okay.
and with the scores and so
Yeah.
forth. Yeah.
And these will be out at the museum for you guys to flip through, too. They're really, really cool. There's a lot of information in them.
Yes.
The secretary, you didn't put these together, right?
Well, we had G.A.A. had officers,
Okay.
so yeah.
The officer who put this together, they were very meticulous with it, and they recorded a lot of great information in these. Did you have anything else you wanted to share?
Well, it was interesting that I think apparently basketball was the main thing,
Yeah.
but it's interesting that we ran from basketball to today when bowling is an interscholastic sport and
Yeah.
Elida and so forth. And then between, like I said, we had softball, volleyball, um, um, gymnastics, tennis, track. It's
Yeah.
all those, and some of those are not today. But along the way, we kind of talked other people into helping with some of the programs. Dennis Schwinnen helped with the tennis. Paula Wright, Paula Neal, Paula Wright.
Mm-hmm.
We did the track. Very successful. Had girls that go to state.
Wow.
And so forth. So yes.
That's cool. That's really cool. Now, I actually have. Did you have anything else you wanted to share?
No, I think so.
Okay. I brought a book that Cleo put together for you to flip on through.
Oh yes. Well, yeah.
Maybe while flipping through it, maybe you'll see some stuff that stands out. I don't really know, but we'll see.
I know at the centennial, the bicentennial.
Yeah.
She was in charge of that.
Was she? Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool.
And did a lot. Yes. Well, this is fabulous. She's had more information because, like what I said, my connection with Elida was through the school,
Yeah.
not necessarily through the village.
But yeah, there's a lot of school stuff in that book too. So.
Oh, the elevator. I worked 1 year at the elevator
Did
in
you?
my summer. Yeah.
Huh. How'd that go?
I was a secretary. I didn't do
You didn't do any of the dirty work. Okay, I see. You got out of that. You lucked out.
Exactly. Oh, this is marvelous.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. I'd enjoy looking at this more if you could leave it.
I can see, yeah.
I mean, and
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
turning, obviously. But this is very interesting.
Now, there's another question I had too. How many classmates of yours are still living now?
My class?
Yeah.
Not too many. There were like 44, I believe. There might be 15.
That's more than
I'm
than
not
I
quite
thought.
sure.
Yeah, well, I brought you something to look through too.
Oh, you have?
It's a copy from the museum, but yeah.
I can't find mine.
Okay.
So someone donated this one, yes.
Yep.
Right. I would have to go through this and find out exactly how many are still.
Do you have any stories from when you were in high school too? Or were you a good kid?
I was, yeah, I probably was. I probably was. Not really. I was just the ordinary person. I mean,
Yeah.
What
about the basement flooding when you were a teacher?
What about what?
The basement flooding.
Oh, well, the basement flooded all the time. It flooded all the time. And of course, when the kids had, my locker was not down there, so I didn't have
You
that
lucked out,
problem.
didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, my locker was up. But down in the basement was the, where the boys had manual arts and so on and so forth. Yeah. I did work on the annual.
Oh.
Mr. Sluss.
Also, that's yeah.
He was there my senior year. I remember that.
So you did have him then?
I really didn't have him.
Oh.
Because my history was I already had all my history.
Okay.
So I didn't have any class from him and so forth. But I did know him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you worked with him after.
Right.
a lot of years.
Well, I do remember that we had dance classes in the music room.
Yeah.
The original music room.
Mm-hmm.
After school, if you wanted to learn how to foxtrot and do things like that, you could belong to that. I did, and I still can't dance, so it didn't help me.
It must not touch you well enough.
Right. It wasn't one of my things, right? Yeah. And you know, the basketball that we played was different. You know, at that time, there were 6 on a team.
Yeah.
You know about that? Okay, there were 3 on one side that were the guards and 3 on the other side that were the forwards. The guards couldn't shoot. They couldn't go over the middle line, the over and back line.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to rebound it and give it to the forwards, and they got the glory of shooting, so forth, making the points.
I heard that old gym that would have been used as a
Yes.
gym when you were in school, though. I heard it was really narrow inside, so...
Yes, but you know, there was the gym floor, but then the stage was there.
Mm-hmm.
And when we had special events, they would put, like, we had movies
Oh.
occasionally and so forth, and they would put chairs on the gym floor.
Gym floor, yeah.
And the stage, which where the movie was, and so forth. We also had class basketball tournaments.
Huh.
Yeah, every class had a team, and it was a day event. And the boys played and the girls played.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's cool. So, I'm kind of thinking, was there only, like, bleacher seats on one side then?
Yes.
Okay.
On the stage.
On the stage,
On
okay.
the stage. They had bleachers on the stage. The other side were bucket seats.
Bucket seats, yeah, there we go.
Right.
I'm kind of thinking of it kind of like how Gomer's gymnasium was set up.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
that's all I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Very
Okay.
similar but large. Yeah, it was
Bigger,
larger.
yeah.
Yeah, right. I also, and probably this can be told by the girls who played in that era, it was very easy to get into this old school. And there was an outside door
Mm-hmm.
to the gym, and it was very easy to put a few stones in the door,
Yeah.
and then the girls could come in on Sunday afternoon and play.
In the gym, yeah.
Right.
That's funny. That's really funny.
Right. Yeah.
That's really, really interesting. So, what other schools had an archery team, too? I kind of want to know now.
Shawnee,
Okay.
Plums Grove,
Those were the only 2?
pretty much.
Gomer didn't have one?
No, no, Gomer didn't have one. Gomer had basketball, but no.
I heard Gomer had some good teams, though, too.
Yeah.
Boys-wise, I don't know about girls.
Well, when we consolidated Elida and
Gomer.
we inherited some great athletes from Gomer. Yes.
That's cool. So, you would have been coaching when they built the field house, wouldn't you have?
Yes.
What'd you think of that after they opened it?
It was nice.
Yeah.
But when that happened, I came out and pretty much spent all my time in the field house, so I was kind of isolated at that point. So the only time that I would go into the other building was maybe at lunch, and that wasn't all the time for me. So it was different, yeah.
Yeah. I know it's still one of the, I think it might be the biggest, like, gym facility within the county still now, too. I don't know for sure, but I think it might be.
Yes, I think so, yes.
Well, I had another question on my mind, but I lost it. trying to think. Oh, my kitty cat. I know this is really, really interesting to flip through though too. Let me see. Oh yeah, this was the first copy too. 28 was in the first year when they made the reflector. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, and then they stopped after 1930 because of the war.
And it was called the reflector.
Originally, yeah.
Yes, that's interesting.
But then they went to memories when they started again.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Yes, that I don't know either. Yeah, and then they came back.
Then they came back to the reflector.
The reflector, yes.
Actually, while we're talking about school publications, I understand you have another pretty well-known publication over there too, don't you? Bulldog Review.
Really?
A copy of the Bulldog Review right there. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, that was my own copy.
What was the Bulldog Review?
That was, they published it, it's got volume 17, May 23rd, my birthday, 1947. And I think they publish it not every month, but every so often.
Yeah.
And it's got, and this was a spring edition, so it's got a lot of baseball and things like that in it.
So would you have to buy copies of it, or would they just hand them out?
You know, I don't know.
You don't remember?
I don't remember. I have a feeling they just published it and gave it to us. I don't know if I would have had 25 cents to pay for it.
I hear later on that the Bulldog Review and the Reflector had quite the rivalry or something too.
Well, yeah, probably, because again, they were different.
Yeah.
This was published, like I said.
Monthly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool. I know you were telling me that a couple of your older sisters played basketball and stuff too, right?
Yes, that's in that picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, 39 and 40. And I really regret the fact that I didn't talk to them more about that.
Yeah.
Because I was interested in maybe knowing how they got to the games. Was there transportation provided by the schools? They had uniforms.
Did they?
I have one of the original uniforms from the 1928.
That's cool.
It's in there.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But yeah.
How transportation work for you guys? Would the school provide it, or?
Yes and no. Sometimes yes. I have another story with that. Had a principal whose daughter played basketball, and when we left, I said we will leave at 4 o'clock, and we were. In that game, we were going to go to Spencerville. This particular girl did not show up at 4 o'clock. I waited a little bit, and we left. We left the principal's daughter. But it worked out okay, because she had an older sister, and she caught up with the bus, and so she made it to the game. And it's interesting, he never said anything to me about it.
That's surprising. It's really surprising.
No, with him it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It was great. It was great. He realized that she's the one that messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While we're on the topic of principals, does the name Howard Lease ring a bell to you?
Of course.
Do you have any stories about Howard at all?
Well, he was the principal when I was a student, and also when I taught there for a period of time. No, he was great. You know, one thing I remember about him, he knew the kids up to his, when he would come to the basketball games.
Yeah.
His one granddaughter played.
Yeah.
So forth. He pulled out of his wallet all of my families the year that they graduated. I had 7 brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
And he knew the year. He had it written down on a little piece of paper.
That's cool.
The years that he
Yeah.
that they graduated. Yes.
And he was principal for a long time.
Yes,
too,
he was.
Wasn't he? Yeah.
Yes, he was.
I think his son Don graduated about the same time.
Oh
you did,
yes,
too,
his
didn't he?
his family. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Did.
That's
And
really
John
cool.
taught. Don taught there for a period of time. Yes.
Yeah.
And like I said, Jenny. I hate to mention names. I probably shouldn't. Jenny played basketball for
Yeah.
Ricky, and she also played volleyball
That's cool.
and softball. Went on.
Played a lot of sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went on to Bowling Green. Right.
So another question too. You were mentioning how Elida had a girls' track team.
Mm-hmm.
Where would they have track at before that track? where
Well,
middle
yeah,
school's at?
exactly. You know that track?
It's
was
not
it?
that old.
Yeah, exactly. But when it really became an interscholastic sport, that they did have the track at that time. Yeah.
So where would track meets take place at before that track was there? If you can remember or recall.
When I say track, when we had them at G.A.A., it was entirely different.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Nowadays they had shot put, right?
Yeah.
We had a softball throw and things like that. It was
Oh,
different.
okay, I
And then it
gotcha.
morphed into,
What it is now.
yes, exactly.
So it's to my understanding too that I believe it was this past year, you went to the middle school and some kids did a presentation or something on you, I believe.
Yes, and
Yeah.
that's all those information.
How was that experience?
Oh, you're talking about this year.
Was
Okay.
it this year? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Fine. I took a lot of this information to them.
Yeah.
And kind of told them exactly what I was saying today about girls' sports and so forth. And they were very interested.
Were they? That's cool.
Very attentive, yes.
Good kids?
Yes.
That's cool.
I was very impressed with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a series that this teacher had, myself, Dave Sandy,
Mm-hmm.
and I think someone for Dick Prince
Yeah.
and so forth. So yes, she just wanted to cover all elements of it at that time.
Yeah.
Yes, I enjoyed that.
That's cool.
But at first, I had another presentation that was years before that.
Oh, okay.
And
I didn't know
that's
about
where
this.
all those boards
Okay, I gotcha.
and
That's
out
cool.
and so forth, yeah.
Huh. So I think we're getting ready to wrap this up, but I kind of have one more question on my mind. Do you remember when Roger Kraft's stuff happened?
Yeah, okay.
His passing.
This
and
is
stuff?
interesting. It was at, this is not the program.
Yeah.
This was at Elida, but it was at Pandora.
Okay.
And boy, what year was it?
It would have been 1960, I believe, when that happened.
Okay, see,
yeah.
it was okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, I was at that game
Oh, okay.
because I took the cheerleaders. At
Yeah.
that time, I had to drive the cheerleaders. Now I think they go on a bus. But yes, it's very traumatic. Yeah.
So what exactly happened?
He was hit. Very, you know, the protection that
Yeah,
they
the helmets
had,
were not existing.
exactly. The protection was not as good, but still, damage can still happen today. I mean,
Yeah.
they still are injured today. It's a very violent sport. Yeah,
So was it like a head-on collision? Is that what happened?
Probably,
Okay.
yes.
I gotcha.
yeah,
It's an interesting story, though. It's part of history still.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
So we were talking off camera, but we were discussing something about all the different schools that used to be within the county and outside of the county. And I kind of want to get to this on camera too. What villages have school again? I think Beaver Dam, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about, okay.
Schools, yeah.
Okay, Beaver Dam, Harrod, Lafayette,
I think Vaughnsville.
Vaughnsville.
Yeah.
Gomer, did I
Gomer.
mention Gomer?
Nope.
They were all consolidated today to other school districts. Lafayette became Allen East. Harrod, I think, was also in there.
In that, yeah.
Gomer with Elida. Vaughnsville, I think, consolidated with Clemens Grove.
Yep.
Does that sound right?
Beaver Dam went with
Beaver Dam went with
Bluffton.
Bluffton, and Caro was kind of unique in that if a student lived in Caro, they had the choice at one time whether they could go to Lima or Bath. Eventually, it became just Bath.
So Caro didn't have a high school though.
No, they didn't. Beaver Dam did, but Caro didn't. I think they might have gone maybe
8th grade, maybe?
8th grade, probably, yes.
Did you ever go over to Caro for sports or anything that you can recall, or probably not?
No.
Okay.
No. Beaver Dam did. Gomer we did. Vaughnsville, no.
And then I know you mentioned something to me too about how your older siblings went to some schoolhouses too, right?
Yes. Yes, some of them went to what was called Tileville. I have no idea where that name came from. And Homemaker. There was a school in Homemaker also.
Where was Homemaker at?
I think Homemaker was pretty much maybe around Edgewood, where Edgewood is now.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. And then you said one of them went to Easttown too, right?
Yes, where
Lowe's is
Menards,
at.
where Menards is, or Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
Lowe's is presently, yes. There were little schools scattered all around. It only went up maybe elementary,
Yeah,
and then they all filed into
because
like Elida and so
all
forth.
of your older siblings just went to the elementary grades in the schoolhouses, right? I think you told me.
Yes,
The ones that went,
the
yeah.
the 4 older girls, yes.
You never went to a schoolhouse, did you?
No. No.
I couldn't imagine what that would have been like.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure they had all the grades together just in one
Oh,
room.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, with one teacher, and yes. But, it's kind of like homeschooling now, when a mother is home, and she's got several children
Yeah.
at different levels, yes. Same idea.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's really true.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe.